Early morning and the night has passed without sleeping much. There is a familiar sensation in my stomach, the butterfly's touch. Looking out the window, it's dark and grey, not a lot to see, not to worry I guess, only one way to find out what today's weather will be. Get out and amongst it, it's coffee time for me. It's just getting light as I cycle out of town. My legs feel weak, still very grey, cold, and I'm a long way down. I leave the street and have a break. The thick clouds and forecast rain makes me think about how long this trip will take. As I leave the second town and start to gain some height, I leave the grey behind, the sky is blue above, not a breath of wind, and I smile. What a fantastic sight. Most of the places have closed for the end of the summer season. I'm all alone in this paradise of colours. I guess the others have their reason. The road is less steep now and turns into gravel. The legs have a chance to rest and the surroundings are stunning. I forget about the height gain and enjoy the travel. At the end of the road there is a handy shed to leave my wheels and begin the hike. Walking now on frosty grass as I leave the bike. Heading straight towards the saddle below the ski resort's highest peak, but it's closed and empty now, and that's not the one I want. It's the one you can see from there I have come to seek. Under the west face and appears a jumble of rock. You can start to see some lines, and I wonder what he and I have got. My dream is exposed now. Will today's adventure work or not? Almost there and the peak's losing its shape, but looking over your shoulder confirms the mountain's steep sides and its shadow portrait. A couple more steps and there it is, standing tall, covered in sunshine, the impressive Rogspitz south face wall. My legs are shaking as I begin to climb. I'm thinking they should stop as I settle into the route in a short time. The first few sections are exciting, passing quickly. I stop to survey the crux, a short steep crack that was a little tricky. Below this part I found a silver carabiner someone had left behind. I attached it to my bag's waist strap as I continued to climb. It's interesting sometimes what you find. There are a few pitons from years gone by. The south face wall was first climbed in 1904. Climbing in the footsteps of these fantastic alpinists of the time before. Climbing with hemp ropes, leather boots and woolen hats. Maybe they even placed these old pitons I saw. Well into the trip up the face now, concentrating on each move and enjoying the day. What a great trip so far, such a pleasant approach and the crux has passed. Everything's quiet, I'm feeling good, I'm glad it's working out this way. Trying to check each hold as I go by thumping the rock and listening for a hollow sound, but you never know. Most of the rock is solid, pleasant to climb, mostly wide crack systems and steep exposed moves from time to time. The mountains are very still today. I haven't heard a single whoomph of a rock going past or an echoing crack, except the moment where I squeezed my hand tight as I heard a foreign sound, an empty soft drink can crunching in my backpack. Everything's going well and I start to notice other things around. There are some blackbirds circling high, smoothly, wondering what they have found. Every now and then it's nice to have a look. It's such a great day and a useful rest when I have a good hand placement and my feet are in a nook. All around the view is stunning. The peaks poke out the cloud and the grass is turning a golden red. There are small lakes, patches of snow, distant chairlifts, clear deep blue sky with wisps of cirrus cloud overhead. So totally amazing, so peaceful. As well as rolling the camera, I'm also taking mental pictures. Freedom of the hills, just like the book title said. At the top of the route, the last crack that leads to the summit would come into view. The spectacular and exposed section, and the best part is left till the end to do. There are good holds out on the right, wild and exciting climbing, but I decide to stay in the crack and keep it tight. A couple more moves and the summit cross would appear, large wooden or steel structures with wire cables to keep them there. Just a few more steps to go and I can take a deep breath and enjoy the fresh air.